Ayan po, hello po sa inyong lahat at welcome sa aking channel. Epo at muling nagbabalik ang inyong lingkod Express TV. Ito po si Congressman Ungab na miyembro ng House of Representatives ng 3rd District ng Davao. Nag-expose po na tungkol sa nakarang hearing na budget ng 2025 na hiniring ng mga congressman at senador sa BICAM. Pinagdebatihan na kaya pala closed door ang hearing ay may malaking halaga na tinatago pala para magkamal ng salapi ang bilyon-bilyong halaga. Hindi po ito libo at hindi milyon ang usapan dito. Hindi bilyon po. Dito po sa expose na ito, matutunghayan po dito kung paano dinoktor ang dokumento. Ang magagaling po nila, syempre magagaling po sila magsalita sa harap ng maraming tao habang nangangampanya. Nakaiso sila raw po ang lumalaban sa mga korap. Ang tatabis magsalita, pero tingnan po natin kung sino ang tunay na korap dito. Kaso po, ang gagaling po ng taktika ng mga scammer dyan sa BICAM. Na kasi December 11 pa tapos ang hiniring yan. Imagine, December 30, pinirmahan ni PBBM ang budget 2025. Di ba ang haba ng buwelo nila? Ang haba-haba ng buwelo para madukor. Ilang araw din yun, sabihin nating mga 19 days. Hindi pinag-aralan, kundi pinagsingitan ng kung ano-anong unprogram. Nakakasar na talaga kasi po ngayon hindi pa natin nararamdaman ang epekto ng pangurakot. Mga 2 to 3 years po, 2 to 3 years dahil wala ng project na ginagawa ng gobyerno. Kaya 2 to 3 years lagot ang darating na henerasyon. Kung tuloy-tuloy dahil delikado ang hinaharap. Pag tuluyang mawala dahil puro utang ang gagawin natin, paano kung magkaroon na ng mga kalamidad? Ano ang pondong itutulong ng gobyerno? Kukunti na lang ang pondo. Dahil kinurakot na nga, dahil dyan sa program na pinagsisingit nila. Dyan, may darating pang 2026, kung ganyan na naman ang gagawin nila. Tapos, lolobo na naman ng trilyon. Umulit ulit, di ba? Kaya, bago po natin ituloy ang video, ay mag-intro po muna tayo.
I-harmonize yan sa pamamagitan ng isang tinatawag natin na Bicameral Conference Committee. Yung Bicameral Conference Committee naman, pagkatapos nila, gagawa yun sila ng Bicameral Conference Committee Report. Yung BICAM report na yun, assuming okay na, titirmahan nila yun, at i-ratify ng both houses, ng Senate at saka House of Representatives. After the ratification, so lalabas na yung enrolled bill, pupunta na yung babalik sa Presidente. The President will sign the budget for it to become effective, for the budget to operate the following year. Didiretso na lang ako, medyo mahaba kasi yung pag-usapan natin. Sa nakita ko kasi, may nakita akong maraming kulang sa BICAM report. Yung Bicameral Conference Committee report, pinirmahan kahit may mga nakikita tayong blanco. So far, ito yung nakikita ko na pages na kulang. Page SP11, page SP12, page SP13.
Ayan, bago po ang lahat, ito po ang mga pages na ipinakita ni Congressman Ungab. Titingnan po natin, ito po. Ayan po, volume number page 1A80, 1-2 line number. Yan po, 45,848,951,000. and replace it with yung kulay dilaw na yan. Blanco po. At heto pa po. Yan. The amount of shall be appropriated herein for the provision of agricultural input assistance and service, including hybrid seeds, inorganic fertilizers, soil ameliorants, and agricultural drone service to the RSBCSA registered rice farmers. The amended provision will now, ito po, the amount of blanco po. At ito naman po, the amended provision will now read as follows. National programs of the Department of Agriculture. The amount of, yung may yellow na yan, blanco po. Wala pong nakalagay. Appropriated herein for the national programs for rice, corn, high-value crops, development, organic agriculture, livestock, and urban and peri-urban agriculture shall be implemented with priority given to medium rice, corn, high-value crops, organic. At ito naman po ang susunod. Yan po. Page SP-17 of the BICAM report. Department of Agriculture Agency, Office of the Secretary. Volume number, page, line number. Particulars. Kaya po na naman, may yellow na naman po, blanco. The amount of blank shall be appropriated herein for the provision of agricultural input assistance and services, including hybrid seeds, organic fertilizer, fertilizer, soil ameliorants, and agricultural drone service to RSBCSA registered rice farmers in clustered farms. Ito naman po ang susunod. Ayan po, Department Agency. Volume number, page I-A80, line number 17. Particulars. After the word of delete the amount of words and figures 1,476,404,000 pesos. 1 billion. And replace with, eto po, may blanco. The amended paragraph will now read as follows. Small scale irrigation project. The amount of blank. Ayan naman po, may blanco. Yung nakakulay dilaw. Appropriated herein of the implementation of small scale irrigation project shall be used for the construction, restoration, improvement, or installation of a small-scale irrigation project in accordance with the master plan approved by the DA. At heto na naman po ang susunod. Page SP-21 of the BICAM report. Department of Agriculture na naman. Agency, Office of the Secretary. Volume number 1A, I-A 80, line number 30-31, 30 to 32. Particulars. Between the words of and appropriated, delete the amount in words and in figure 5,546,693,000 pesos. Isang tumataginting na 5 billion. Nakakalula po. And replace with, yan lang. Pero nyo, ang laki-laki na yan. Baka triple o kaya 4 o triple ang nilalagay dyan. Times 3, imagine. The amended paragraph will now read as follows. Agricultural machineries, equipment, and facilities, the amount of blank na naman. Appropriated herein for agricultural machineries, equipment, and facilities shall be used for the construction or rehabilitation of facilities and procurement of machineries and equipment. Then, ito po. I-A 144-53. after the word of delete the amount in words and in figure 6 billion. Nako, tumatanginting na 6 billion po. 217,2,535,000 pesos. Ang laki po, billion na naman po. And replace it with, palagay natin, times 3 yan. Laki, di ba? Naka-blanco na naman po, naka-yellow. The amended provision will now read as follows. National Fisheries Program. The amount of blanks. Naka-yellow na naman po at blanco. Appropriated herein for the National Fisheries Program shall be implemented with priority given to areas where is the majority of small fisher pond registered under the RSBSA are located, and provinces or regions where the absolute number of full fisher pond and the incidence of poverty are high as identified in the latest official poverty statistic of the PSA. At eto po, yan. Ito, nababasa niyo po, di ba? Page SP-37 of the PICAM report na naman. Department of Agriculture na naman. Agency, Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. Volume number of page I-A 145. Line number 1. Particulars. After the words of delete the amount in words in figures 279,964,000 pesos. Ito, million po. And replace with blank. Ito, naka-yellow po. The amended paragraph will now read as follows. Post-harvest equipment and facilities. The amount of blanco na naman, appropriated herein for the implementation of the provision of fishery on farm. Post-harvest equipment and fisheries shall be used for the construction of on-farm post-harvest facilities and or procurement of the on-farm post-harvest equipment. Then, eto po. Page SP 162 of the BICAM report. Department Budgetary Support to Government Corporations. Agency, Department of Agriculture, Philippine Coconut Authority, Agriculture naman. Volume, number, page I-P 628, line numbers 28 to 29. Between the words of the operated delete the amount in words and in figures, tumatangiting 1,191,397,000 pesos. And replace with blank. Blank na naman po. At ito naman po, at mayroon pang susunod. Volume, number, page I-P 668. Line number 52-53. Particulars. Between the words of an appropriated delete the amount in words and in figure 26,103,534,000 pesos. And replace with blank na naman po. Ito pa po. The amended paragraph will now read as follows. Subsidy for national irrigation systems and communal irrigation system. The amount of blank, yellow blank na naman po, appropriated herein shall be used for expenses directly related to the implementation of national irrigation system and communal irrigation system. Okay, eto pa. Between the dash and the word may delete number 8 and replace with blank na naman. Between the words of uncovering, delete acronym SARO and replace with the word allotment. Between the words to and submission, insert colon and the following validation by the DBM of the perfection of the loan agreement for. Between the dash and the period, delete the number 8 and replace with blank. May blank pala. The amended paragraph will now read as follows. Ito, may blanco na naman po. Availment of the unprogrammed appropriation. The amount authorized herein, the purpose number 1 and 3. Galing ko, di ba? May blanco. May be used when any of the following exists. Okay? Availment of the unprogrammed appropriation. The amount authorized herein, the purpose number 1 and 3 may be used wherein any of the following exists. Yan. Yan po yung blanco. Blanco na naman. Ito pa po, after acronym NIA, delete the amount in figures. Ang laki na ito. 74 billion, 570 million. Tumataginting. 743,000. In replace with blanco na naman po. After the acronym PCA, delete the amount in figures na tumataginting na 889 million 65,000 and replace with blank na naman po. After the word total, delete the amount in figures 104 billion 820 million 715,000 and replace with blank na naman po. At eto na naman po ang susunod. Ang dami po. Eto, NIA, nakablanko po. Makita nyo yung dilaw. Yung PCA, nakablanko na rin po. At eto pa, etong mga dokumento, dami. NIA, PCA, yung total, nakablanko po. Dalawa po ang nakablanko, NIA at PCA. At eto po, amendment with special provision Department of Agriculture. Ayan po yung mga dokumento. At eto pa po, ayan, mga iba na ano na to, GAA, DAOSE. At tapos ayan po ang mga pumirma. Senador Grace po, Chairperson. Representative Rizal Digo, Chairperson. Cynthia Villar, pumirma rin po. Lalo na po si Stella Luis Quimbo, pumirma rin po. Ito, Ronald Bato de la Rosa, wala akong pirma. Representative, ito si Gonzales, Deputy Speaker. Aurelio Bong Gonzales Jr. may pirma po. David J.J. Suarez may pirma po. Pia Cayetano, wala akong pirma. Senator Win Gatchalian may pirma po. Representative Manuel Jose Manix M. Dalipe may pirma. At ito po, susunod, Neftali Gonzales. Ba't ang daming pirma? Teka, balik tayo dito. Si Bongo Loren Legarda Asidre, hindi po pirma. Neftali Gonzales to. At ito po ang susunod. Senador Joel Villanueva, Romeo Acop, Juan Miguel Subiri. Madrona, hindi po pumirma. Joseph Victor Ejercito. Ito po si Joseph Victor JB Ejercito, pumirma po. Michael John Dwight. Senator Mark Villar, may pirma. Marcelito Panan, Minority Leader. Senador Francis Tolentino, ayan po, may pirma. Jinggoy Estrada, may pirma. Francis Ton, Marcelino Lib Banan. Aquilino Coco Pimentel, wala pong pirma. Ito po, Omnibus Motion, the technical staff of the House Committee on Appropriation and the Senate Committee on Finance are authorized to effect correction of typographical, grammatical, and printing errors, as well as necessary adjustment such as performance indicators and section number of general and special provision as consequence of the amendment. In case of conflict between the conference committee report and the printed copy of the deed, the latter shall prevail. Conference on the part of the Senate. Conference on the part of the House of Representatives. Senador Grace po, nakapirma po ha. Representative Rizaldi Esco. Chairperson, itong dalawang po, chairperson dalawang po eh. Pirma po. Kaya ito po. Tuloy po natin ang video.
Page SP15, page SP17, page SP20, page SP21, page SP22, page SP36, page SP37, page SP162, page SP168, page SP183. Mostly from the Department of Agriculture and on program appropriations. So let's go directly to the page SP11 to SP12. Pwede naman siguro i-flash ito sa ating screen, no? Nahalata ko sa kasi Mayor, daming Mr. President, na maraming, at sila Harvey, maraming blanco. And these are not, I would say, ordinary figures because these figures will reach to billions of pesos. So, tingnan natin sa page SP11 to SP12. Line 49. After the acronym NIA, delete the amount in figures 74,570,743,000 and replace with blank. Kita naman sa screen. Line number 52. After the acronym PCA, delete the amount in figures 889,065,000 and replace with blank. After the word total, delete the amount in figures 104,820,715,000 and replace with blank. At saka sa number 7, you will see the amount. Dito sa Bicameral Conference Committee report ito. NIA is blank, PCA is blank, total is blank. So maraming pages ito na ganito. Kung isa-isahin natin, I think 13 pages pa yung nakita ko na blanco at saka pakinains and program appropriations. At saka may nakita din akong observation. Sa page SP11 of the BICAM report, it says that the Agricultural and Fisheries Modernization Program of 146,335,937,000. Klaro yun sa BICAM report. However, pagdating sa GAA, General Appropriations Act, ang lumabas na figure is only 126,728,221,000. Ang ibig sabihin, merong discrepancy. So, paano nagka-discrepancy? So, with all these findings, makikita natin na defective yung BICAM report. At bakit pinirmahan ng members? So the House and the Senate ratified defective BICAM report. In other words, apektado yung ating GAA because BICAM report was defective. What was ratified by both houses are defective. Madami ko lang ko. That can be shown in the BICAM report at firmado. So, yun ang aking nakikita na findings.
Thank you, Congressman. See, just before we get the input, the insights of President Duterte, just to refresh the...
Kasi po, no, yan po ang hirap sa atin eh. Ang gawain talaga ng Kongreso, legislative, ay tagagawa ng batas. Ngayon, isa sa batas nila yung budget 2025. Dapat, hindi na sila mag-hand carry niyan. Ililipat na nila sa agency ng executive. Di ba? Sila na nga hawak nun. Hindi na silang tatagal sa kamay nila yan. Dapat hindi na magtatagal yan sa kamay ng Kongreso. Bibigay na agad nila yan sa executive ng agency na pag-aaralan naman yan. Mga ano ni PBBM, pag-aaralan. Mga advisor niya. Diba? Dapat ganun.
The timeline, this bicameral report was signed and ratified last December 11.
Yes, December 11, ang final meeting nila ng Bicameral Conference Committee report at pinirma ng members. And on the same day, December 11, the 222 pages Bicameral Conference Committee report was ratified by the Senate and the House. So both houses ratified it, and the enrolled bill was signed by the President December 30, 2024.
Right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but especially for those Filipinos na to put this na maintindihan nila, simply sir, kumbaga, there's this document, this BICAM report, na pinirmahan na may mga blanco pa na items.
Yes, makikita ito, nandito sa, ito yung copy ng, total copy ng Bicameral Conference Committee report. Nandito yung 222 pages, may mga vacant pages. I really don't know kung paano lumabas na may figure na pagdating sa GAA.
Thank you po. Mr. President, sir.
Walang imposible yan pagka sa mga nangungurakot. Walang imposible yan na kung paano pa lumabas. Gagawin talaga nila yan para mangurakot.
What's your comment on this particular issue?
Well, it falls short sa exacting standard ng ating batas na lalo na money appropriations must appear the true and correct value kung anong gusto mong, what would be the application for the money, for public money. Pagka ganon, there's something terribly wrong. And as a matter of fact, I would say, kung may mga blanco yan lumusot, that is not a valid legislation. Kung nasa batas na yan, lumabas na yan ng blanco-blanco, either it could be filled up before or after sa Congress, pagka ganon, what must be submitted is the true and correct figure coming out as prepared by the budget, submitted to Congress for appropriation. Pagka putol-putol yan o may kulang, that is not a valid budget for implementation as law.
Tama. Hindi naman talaga eh. Pag putol-putol yan, ibig sabihin, dinoktor. Not valid. Yung ginawa nilang batas, not valid na yun. Ewan ko lang, kung may lalagay nila sa mapo-forward nila sa sa hukuman, sa korte.
It's not only inaccurate, but I think the budget is in totality invalid. Hindi na pwedeng mag-blanco-blanco dyan sa pera ng tao. Ano pa man?
Why? Binabalahura lang talaga yung pera ng taong bayan. Yung mga tax natin, binabalahura lang. Tingnan yung ginawa nila sa PhilHealth, ginawa nila sa GSIS, ginawa nila sa Department of Education. Ang dami nilang sinalaulang pera.
It's people's money. Maglagay ka ng mga mga provisions, but without the true and correct items or money that would be appropriated by Congress, by the people owning the money. So everything must be explained clear, patent, without doubt na itong pera na ito para ito sa ganito. Itong para na ito para sa eskwelahan, ito para sa agriculture. But you do not leave any item there vacant. Itong pera na ito blanco to be filled up later on. That is not allowed by law. And that budget is already, I would like to remind Congress.
Matagal na kasi yan. Panahon pa ni Duterte. Pero si Duterte, magdamag yan, ginagabi yan. Talagang binabasa niya. Kita nyo, ang tulog niya sa umaga, pero sa gabi gising niya. Style nila bulok.
Mali ho yan. it's invalid, please correct it. Or record the budget and
Kaya tinan mo, kung magsalita si Duterte, alam na alam niya. Kabisado niya na eh. Dahil yung mga dating gumawa ng budget na yan, hindi nakakalusot sa kanya. Binabasa niya magdamag. Eh kay PBBM, ewan ko kung anong ginawa eh. May kasama naman siya.
demanded explanation kung bakit dumating sa inyo yan na ganun kablangko. We are not, para ka binigyan ka ng blanco check dyan, o sige, bahala na kung ano ilagay ninyo. In the same manner, yung mga blanco dyan, whatever or whoever corresponds to that particular item is free to just fill up the amount. That is not by all commandments of the law, that cannot be valid, invalid, unenforceable. And kung na-implement na, it must be corrected and the money returned if already spent or corrected. And kung sino man ang ano niyan, they have to give us the explanation. Otherwise, sabihin ko sa mga Pilipino, huwag na kayong bayad ng buwis ninyo. Eh, ganun lang naman, pinagsasayang ito kumang na to. Puro check-in na blanco, then they try to pass it as a law, and they are free to choose now the amount which they want to place.
Kaya lang, malabong mangyari yan. Para sa mga crooks na gobyerno. Hindi pwede yan. Hihingi at hihingi talaga sila ng tax. Kaya lang, kapag walang tax, paano ipasasahod sa mga empleyado ng gobyerno? Ano ipapasahod sa kanila, diba? Yun na lang eh. Pero, sumobra naman sila. Sobra-sobrang pera ng Pilipinas. Sobra-sobra din ang kurakot na ginagawa nila.
Hindi natin alam kung ano ang reserva nila, kung anong gusto na ilagay, sobra doon sa pera natin. It could be that the money is in the hands of the government now, or future appropriations, or reserva ba ito? If it is does not clear anything, then that is invalid and not correct.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to get also your thoughts on this particular matter. Now the former president has said that this is outright invalid and unenforceable. So, what do you think on that?
I fully agree with the President. Resulta na si Pangulong Duterte na illegal yung 2025 budget. At tama yung sinabi ni Congressman Sid na ito ay napirmahan originally December 11 and the President was supposed to sign it December 20. Pero natulak ito ng December 30 at sinasabi nga nila na pag-aaralan daw dahil sinasabi ng Malacanang na ang Administrasyong Marcos ay been very prudent in programming and budgeting. But with this revelation now of Congressman Sid na pumirma ang Bicameral Conference Committee ng blankong final committee report, ito'y magpapasinungaling doon sa sinasabi na nagsagawa ng isang complete staff work at nagsagawa ng due diligence ang tanggapan ng Pangulo.
Tingnan mo, talaga sinungaling, di ba? Ngayon, tama, pagdating sa presidente, pipirmahan niya, kumpleto na yan, wala nang blanco. Kasi nga, nakabuelo yung mga dumodoktor dyan. Ang haba ng araw eh. Siyempre, makakabuelo sila ng panis, puro sinisingit nila. Di ba?
I-challenge ko lang siguro, Kongsi, baka naman kasi sabihin ng mga miyembro ng BICAM Committee, yung blankong yan, meron kaming agreement dyan na i-fill upan na lang ng kanilang technical working group or secretariat. Pwede po ba yun?
Hindi yan pwede because and I think it's in the BICAM report also that they made an omnibus motion to allow the technical staff to make correction in cases of typographical, grammatical, or nasa omnibus motion, printing errors. So they are allowed to make necessary adjustments. So those are material and substantial items, yung blank items, may figures na malalaki, hindi pwede yun. That can never be classified as typographical or grammatical or printing error?
Alam mo, yung nakikinig, baka hindi nga lang yan, yung typographical, grammar or anything, that has nothing to do with what the intent of the law or Congress wants. No, you put anything there that is not the reflection of what Congress has passed or what is really the correct amount doon sa mga budget, i-jumble-jumble ninyo, that is falsification of law. Perjury yan or whatever, perjury, forgery, and it can only amount to one thing. Alam mo ano? It's criminal action. You can all go to jail for that. At kung ako ang binigyan ng trabaho to follow up these things, and ganito ang lumabas, my God, you will all go to jail. Mabigat yan. Public document na yan. So, if it's different from what was really intended by Congress,
malamang mabigat na krimen, pero mahirap na mamakulong yung mga yan. May nakukulang kaya dyan sa mga kongreso. Grabe.
or was not really the true and accurate copy as passed by Congress, that is falsified or forgery. In which case, mamili ka lang, forgery, falsification, or jail. Alin dyan sa tatlo, papasok sa iyo.
Yan ang pakaso sa kanila.
Bilang natihong prosecutor.
Ang problema talaga, hindi makukulong yung mga yan eh. Dahil nasa pwesto sila eh. Sino mag-imbestiga sa kanila? Sila-sila? Eh sila-sila rin ang nag-imbestiga sa sarili nila? Ang hirap. Di ba?
Magaling abogado. Can they argue that what they did nung blinangko, can they put up as a defense na there is a proper delegation ng kanilang duty sa kanilang secretariat o kaya sa kanilang technical working group na binigay nila na kayo na lang ang maglagay ng figure at inaprubahan na namin in principle yung mga items dyan.
These are the things that cannot be delegated, especially the amounts. Hindi mo pwedeng biro-biro yan. It must be exact. Nandiyan po lang sa Congress paglabas niyan, if the amount is 1 million, it's 1 million. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na kayo na mag-correct yan 1,200,000 or make the corresponding inaccuracies or sabihin mo yung anong pinag-usapan na dito after the law was passed. You cannot correct it by yourselves. It has go to the main body or to the person who was the authority to define and characterize the law. Kung ibigay mo yan dyan sa inyo, at most inyo is typographical error or maybe mistakes in spelling. But you cannot change the germane topic of the... That's not allowed by law. That's a very dangerous thing. Tinkering with itong batas natin. Because it could change, it could be serious and it could put the trouble in the system dito sa ating separate of powers ng Supreme Court, Judiciary, and the President. Bawal o yan. Talagang hindi pwede yan. Baski na and or, bantayan ninyo yan. And or, iba yan. Hindi yan pwede na you just look up to the sky and you just try to discern if it was really the intent of siguraduhin mo doon sa records. Pagkinig ako anong pinagsasabi ng mga lawmakers doon o what is the intent or what is really this spoken words. Mahirap kang kayo dito sa mga... You're not... Hindi naman ako minamaliit ko kayo. Dito kayo sa baba, aside from the lawmakers, do not pretend to know. And do not pretend to get what is right and what is wrong, and what is true and what is false. Talagang accurate yan. Refer to the records, and if you cannot get it from kung hindi masyado klaro, then you listen to the recorded history doon sa Congress. Marami naman stenographic notes dyan eh. Hindi naman isang tao dyan. May stenographic notes ang Senate, the individual senator, and yung report ng Congress itself.
If I may,
You cannot, do not say that you cannot go wrong. Hindi ka pwede sabihin magkamali ka. There's so many records to refer to or get into what is really the accurate and true whatever it is that is to be placed there in the document, whether it is a law, resolution, or an official document.
Thank you, sir. Attorney Del, is there anything you wish to add in the discussion?
yes, actually earlier,
Yan po, no? Imagine, puro mga, eto, 4 po sila. Imagine, puro mga attorney po itong mga to. Mga attorney na nag-expose. Dahil alam talaga nila lahat yan. Alam nila lahat yan. Kung paano ang pasikot-sikot yan. Kaya, talagang expose na itong kabalastugan na ginawa.
when Congressman Ungab showed me these documents, I was honestly in total shock. Tama yung sinabi ni Presidente that all the figures in the enrolled bill for the General Appropriations Act for the President to sign should be accurate. But in my experience, in fact, if I may add, Mr. President, meticulously accurate. Because I was once a head of a line agency, yung LTFRB. Mabusisi ang pag-prepare namin sa aming budget proposal. No? As mentioned by Congressman Sid, yung sinasabi niyang National Expenditure Program or the President's Bill as they call it, dumadaan yan sa lahat ng mga ahensya, kagaya ng ahensya that I headed, that we were required for every item that we need to spend for next year, we have to justify it, and we submitted it to the Office of the President. And once the President endorsed it to Congress, yung sinabi naman ni Congressman Ungab na dadaan sa first reading, second reading, ibig sabihin po niyan, pinapadala kami sa Kongreso to justify our budget proposal for the following year. Ibig sabihin, mabusisi yung budget proposal. Kaya talagang I was really in shock.
Ito naman pala, mabusisi naman pala. Eh bakit nakalusot yan sa BICAM? Mabusisi pero sinadya ba?
Eh, kung mabusisi pala yung proseso, pagdating sa dulo, blanco.
Oo
Paano
nga.
nangyari?
Paano nangyari? Blanco.
Hindi talaga pwede yan. Hindi talaga pwede. That's in plain, that's bullshit. Either somebody there is stupid or more stupid than the others. Huwag mong gawain niya because it carries with it a lot of legal consequences. Isa dyan yung mapriso ka. And you cannot escape the rigors of scrutiny kasi dadaan ng maraming papel. And it goes back to the proponents, kung may kopya sila, kasi sabi niya, hindi ko ito sinabi. This is wrong because I never advocated for this kind of action. Malikot ang papel sa gobyerno. So, do not try to, for those enterprising or whatever you want, huwag mong gawain niya kasi talagang kung sa opisina kita, barilin kita.
Kaya na naman po tayo. Tatay digong talaga.
Parang akong pinahiya. At pagtawanan ako ng mga congressman.
Bagay. Hindi siya pagtatawanan ng congressman. Eh yung gobyerno ngayon, naisa si ang Pangulo, di ba? Malamang, sigurado natatawa yon. Nalusutan nila yung Pangulo nila eh.
So, mabuti yung alam ninyo.
Tama nga naman.
Barilan ka agad para wala ng istorya. Luko-luko naman mo. Trial ba tayo ang gastos niya?
Yes, Congressman Sid, would like to
Actually, this is already my 15th year in Congress, no? Thanks.
Tagal na pala, no? Tagal na pala ni Congressman Ungab. Kaya kabisado niya na yung pasikot-sikot ng kabalastugan pala dyan. Kaya yan, tuloy. Na-expose niya. Kabisado niya
Pinatakbo niya akong congressman. My 15th year and I have been chairman of the Committee on Appropriations from 2013 to 2016. And I was
Kaya naman pala. Kaya saludo ako sa iyo sa Congressman Ungab sa ginawa mo.
also chairman of the Committee on Appropriations in 2019. This is the first time that I saw a bicameral conference committee report na may mga blanco. Nasyak nga ako.
Hindi po din yan. Para ka nag-issue ng check niya ng blanco to. You're dealing with the people of the Philippines. You do not issue a blank check to anyone because that is really addressed to the government first.
Tama nga naman. Para kang pumirma ng blankong cheque. Pero, kung pumirma ka ng blankong cheque, hindi mo alam kung anong kontrata ang pinirmahan mo. Diba? Baka pag napirma mo na yan, paglabas ng cheque, ganun lang palang halaga. Kumbaga, may amount ng cheque. Para ma-verify mo, kailangan may presyo ang cheque. Halimbawa, pag blanco yan, pinirmahan mo. Baka pagdating ng oras wala sa usapan yung presyo. Biglang lumabas. Tapos sakaangan ngayon, bakit mo pinirmahan? Diba? Pipirma-pirma ka ng blanco. Tapos pagdating ng oras na dumating na yung presyo, magugulat ka na lang. Yung ganun yun.
At ang mga taga-gobyerno ang maglagay ng what's the ano yung sabihin? Sila na ang maglagay, ang sekretary o ang direktor? Anong kalukuhan ng naisip ninyo niya?
Obviously, Mr. President, meron.
Sabihin, sinong sekretary tsaka direktor? Ang tanong doon, taga-kongreso ba yon? O taga-executive? Kung sekretary, direktor ng legislative, hindi pwede. Kailangan, pumunta na sa executive yun.
Abandonment of constitutional duty on the part of Congress. But kay Kong Sid, sino sa tingin mo ang nag-fill up ng blanco?
Yun,
Yung
ang tanong dyan.
who operates as the third chamber o merong fourth chamber na unknown?
Well, let us assume na yung mga pumirma sila. But tama yung imagination mo. Yung BICAM has been called now the third chamber kasi binabago talaga nila yung binabago nila yung budget. Nung araw, inabutan ko pa yun sa that was 16th Congress na kung ano yung natapos ng House
Appropriations Act,
GAB, at saka yung GAB na ginawa ng Senate, gagawa pa kami ng matrix. Yung House version versus Senate version, then yung variance. Yun ang pag-usapan nyo kung ano yung
reconciliation.
Reconciliation, may matrix. Ngayon, binabago talaga nila lahat. So, that's why we call it third chamber. Yung possible imagination, may fourth chamber na nag-fill up.
Ibig sabihin, yung mga possible na pumirma dyan, alam pala nila talaga yan. Di ba?
Well, kung meron man, those who sign are still responsible kasi sila pumirma.
Yan, tama.
If it changes the meaning, if it's just a grammar, putting a correct one or in ganon.
Oo, ganon.
And or pero if you
okay lang, pero pagdating sa amount ay ibang klase na yan. Talagang pagkakamal na ng pera ang ginagawa nila dyan. Iibahin mo yung number, okay lang daw o ano sabi ni Pangulong Duterte. Pero ang usapan dito yung amount na blanco at babaguhin.
change put the sentence that would change its meaning.
A sentence meaning
Far different from the original intent of Congress or the executive order. Then it changes the meaning, and you are not allowed to do that because you can go to jail.
At Mr. President, yung pina-flash show kanina sa screen ay yung nakuha lang ni Kong Sid na kopya. Para marami yung nakikinig sa inyo at sumusubaybay, baka pwedeng ipakita rin ninyo sa kanila yung kopya po ipinakita ninyo na pirmado ng mga miyembro ng Bicameral Conference Committee na blanco yung amount na inaprubahan at naging enrolled bill. Ito po. Yung mga blanco. Determado nila.
Ito yung mga blanco. Hindi mo na-pass a law with blank.
It has to be completely listed.
That is not allowed. Bakit mo ilagay blanco dyan? Oh, which a contingent amount. You press the contingent amount. Whether it falls short or sobra, then you can add. Or kunin mo kung may sobra. But you cannot speculate by placing a blank there for the amount of the appropriations or whatever it is.
Ayan po, napanood po natin ang buong video at syempre napakinggan natin ang bawat balitaktakan ng nila Pangulong Duterte, Attorney Victor Rodriguez, at ito si Attorney Congressman Ungab. Kaya po, yung mga taga-Quadcom, bakit tahimik kayo? Ano na nangyari? Diba, minsan pag nagsasabi kayo sa resource person, ang sinasabi nyo para marinig ng buong bayan, magsalita ka at sabihin mo ang totoo. Ganyan yung sinasabi nila dyan sa Quadcom. Ano nang nangyari ngayon? Kaya ito po, kaya pala closed door ang nangyayari dyan sa BICAM pagdating sa hearing sa pera. May ginagawa pala silang kababalaghan. Yan naman po. Pero imagine history. Ito yung pinakakurap na budget hearing sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. Kaya yan po. Hanggang dito na lamang po. At kung hindi ka pa nakakapag-subscribe, please subscribe my channel para lagi kang updated sa bawat upload ko. Maraming salamat po.